episode, my friend.
Good to be back.
It's great to be back. Thanks for being here. What is it? Episode 267 now, I think it is,
yeah.
right? That's pretty exciting stuff, man. So, hey, welcome. So what? Couldn't hear you over the music. Over your... Is that you singing or your brother?
That's my brother. Yeah.
Who's doing the wow at the beginning part? Who's doing the angel singing?
There's like two people.
Are you one of them?
No, I don't really sing much. I know.
Pikey.
I rap.
Really?
I'm a rapper.
You're a rapper?
Yep. One of our songs is a rap song about ejaculation. And I wrote it and recorded it. Yeah, man.
What is,
not just ejaculating, but ejaculating too hard for comfort.
Really? Oh, there's like a story arc. Is it like they start off like? Give me the background of it. First of all, what's it called?
It's called "Come Too Hard," and it was written on a couch. My buddy and I, who kind of started the band, were thinking of songs what we should write about. And we kind of like went through the whole girls like breakups, blah blah blah. Then I thought, hey, wait a minute. Do you ever have it where you're getting a blowjob and you finish, but she kind of eagerly keeps going, thinking that it's like something you want, but it's a horrible sensation because for whatever reason you get very sensitive in that moment, and it's kind of like you know what I mean? Is this too much? So anyway, I thought that would be some good subject matter to write a song
so
about.
You decided to write the song specifically about just that moment when you're like stepping on the hot coals. Like,
yeah. Yeah, it's like 3 whole verses about it. Yeah. Very inappropriate. Our mothers and grandmothers were disgusted by it.
Wait, so they heard it? Your mom heard it? You performed live?
It's on the album, yeah.
Oh, it's on the album.
It's kind of a cult favorite too. Like we'll be at shows and the crowd will just start chanting "Come Too Hard" or CTH for short. Yeah. It's a catchy tune. One of my favorites.
Dude, you know what? Tomorrow on the show we got to listen to "Come Too Hard" together.
Sure.
We'll experience that sensation at the same time. That's amazing, and I'm glad you didn't I'm glad you didn't try to like layer it or bury it in a metaphor. You just went right to the point, Pike. You just are like, you know what this song's about? Coming too hard. You know what? I don't want you to come too hard or think too hard about what this song is about. So,
yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, and you're rapping in it. Is that right?
That said, the chorus is pretty like cleverly crafted. It goes, "You make me come too hard. You make me come too hard. Don't have to take it that far. You make me come too hard." It's some real Beatles-esque writing.
That's really good.
Yeah.
No pun intended, blown away right now.
Ah, nice.
4 minutes. What is it? Episode what?
267.
267. Got it.
Trying to remember this moment?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, we're bringing it back. We're doing a segment. I feel like we're gonna have enough for "And I Heard That" here soon enough. You know. And by the way, if you're just joining the show for the first time, that right there is at Pike Taylor Radio on all social media. I'm at Sparks Radio. It's good to meet you. Exactly. He's a wonderful man, isn't he? And then look, welcome to the show. It's Sparks Show, episode 267. If, by the way, you hear something that would be absolutely hilarious if taken out of context, we're calling it "I Heard That," and you got to just write in the comments there, write in, be like, "Pike comes too hard at 4 minutes and 16 seconds," or whatever the fuck it was.
Doesn't take that long.
And then and then I'll click on the comment, I'll record them, we'll put them in top 10 fashion, we'll listen back here at the end of the month, okay? It should be a good one. So it's going to be a great bit. So if you hear something that's taken out of context that should be hilarious. We call it I Heard That. I'm continuing that segment. I named that segment. We're continuing that segment. I love that segment, and it should be absolutely yeah, dude. It's gonna be absolutely hilarious. So tomorrow on the show, let me write this down too. Pike's "Come Too Hard" song. Okay, we need to listen to that. All right, there you go. That's tomorrow on the show. Well, welcome. Here, before we jump into the whole thing, hit subscribe, hit like, hit follow, whatever the fuck it's called. I don't know what you do on the internet, okay? Give me a thumbs up. Give Pike a super giant thumbs up for Come Too Hard. And just grasping these golden nuggets that are flowing through that brain. And then we really appreciate you hanging out. So be a part of the show, comment, do the whole thing. Pike, we've got to talk about death today. I've now talked about it for 2 shows and have failed to bring it up here at the end. So, and it's not even that good. Yeah. So now the hype is like, it's too much, dude. It could never be good enough that you've strung it an entire week. I know.
It's going to be disappointing no matter what. So whatever at this point.
Yeah. You know what? Fuck it. Throwing caution to the wind. And we're going to go into the news that matters before we talk about death. Did you see, real quick, I don't want this to count as one of my stories. I just saw this, though. Did you see 13 people have been charged in a plot to kidnap the Michigan governor?
No.
Dude, there was a plot to kidnap the governor of Michigan. 13 people have been arrested and charged trying to figure out how to kidnap the fucking Like, what? Where are we living? What is happening?
What were they going to do with him?
It's a lady, and I don't know what they were going to do with her. Hold her for ransom? I don't know.
What's her name?
Her name is Christy something. Oh, Gretchen. Sorry, Gretchen. Gretchen Whitmer. She's the governor of Michigan.
How'd they foil it?
I guess the feds found out about it, man.
Damn.
Yeah. The feds were all up over it. It was one of these militia groups. They were called the Wolverine Watchmen. And they they think that basically she's violating the U.S. Constitution. So they were going to kidnap her and take care of it themselves. Man, I don't know. Have you ever been to Michigan?
Hell no.
Never been to Michigan? I've been to Michigan.
No, that's one state where don't know why I would. And I'm sure it's fine. But
really?
Like of all the cities, you can think of a reason why you might end up there for a trip or something. But like Detroit is their biggest, right?
Yeah.
Why the hell would you go to Detroit?
I don't mind Detroit. I've been to Detroit many a times.
No, I'm sure it's a city, right? It's got all the shit you'd want. But I'm not going to travel to go see a Lions game. I don't know. I'm not going to shit on Michigan because, I live in North Dakota. But we kind of have this complex where we shit on all these other states because we know they're doing it to us. So
yeah.
Whatever.
Oh, dude, no one's shitting on North Dakota because they forget you exist. You're not
even better.
You're not even brought up, dude. They don't even know you're there.
Yeah. They think it's just the Dakotas or just it's one thing.
Yeah, they don't even remember the Dakotas are a thing. Yeah. They don't know.
Mount Rushmore do they have that or no?
Yeah, Mount Rushmore, and then you have to be like, no, Mount Rushmore's like 8 hours away from Fargo. So
yeah,
sorry, but no, Michigan's not bad. I did think I did when I was a kid. I went there for it was an Indians Tigers game before they tore down the old stadium. It was like one of the oldest ballparks in the country, and
okay.
We were staying at this condo because my aunt lived there, but she wasn't there at the time. So she's like, hey, I'm out of town, but you guys can just use my condo or whatever. And we're like, okay. So it was my family and I. We were staying there. Dude, the guy in the condo above us fucks because they were just all night long. Just,
no way.
He was.
Nice.
Dude. Thoroughbred, because he was going at it for hours. And just when you thought it would stop, it would start all over again. There was moaning, grunting, thrusting, banging, like they were Dude, I wasn't sure what was going on, if they were reframing the whole house up there, or he, like, dude, yeah, dude. He had some performance-enhancing drugs, because...
Good for him.
Whoa, yeah, so no one slept all night. My parents were totally embarrassed, so like, don't listen, don't hear it. No, we were just, kids were laughing, you know, it's me and
that's funny.
Two brothers. And then when we went outside the next morning, I was standing there in the parking lot, and there's like this big wooden fence. And on the other side of the fence, there's another parking lot. And I'll never forget, my brother's sitting there playing with a bouncy ball. We're just sitting there. He's playing with the bouncy ball, waiting for my parents to come out, waiting at the minivan. Dude, I think we heard someone get murdered, because we heard multiple shotgun blasts. Yeah, dude, just like that, like the racking of the shotgun. Like that. Then we heard screaming from a woman. And my parents came running out. They're like, we're out of here. And we fucking left.
Holy shit. Were you on 8 Mile? Holy.
I don't know if we were on 8 Mile. And also, this is the exact same time when the movie Twister came out. Remember Twister?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, dude. I saw Twister in Detroit. And it was the first time I went to a movie theater where there was metal detectors. Like, we had to go through metal detectors to go into the movie theater. That's my Detroit experience. Yeah.
That's exactly how I imagined it. God.
Not a bad city, though. You know what I mean? I'm from Cleveland, so Detroit's like, you know, what's up, cuz?
They feel the same. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, dude. Except for Detroit had more money. You know, definitely. But that's not my News That Matters story. That's just something I saw right before we popped on. I was actually reading it. I lost track of time. And Pike's like, yo, are we starting? And I was like, oh, shit. Sorry, I'm reading about the governor almost getting kidnapped. Like it's, you know, like a fucking plot line from a Western.
I'm not saying I wish they would have pulled it off, but that's some shit in a movie that had they, it would have been kind of like, wow.
Yeah, where the fuck did the governor go? Right, yeah. Right. That's unreal.
And, you know, she'd be like tied up to a chair with a handkerchief in her mouth.
No, covering her mouth. It's COVID.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It would look like a bank. It would look like a train robbery from the 1860s or something. You're like, what is happening? What is going on? So wait, my first story, News That Matters. This has got to be, honestly, I don't know, the most regretful decision a man will ever make. There was a famous Boeing. It's not that famous, obviously, but it's called Starliner. I think it's called. Let me look it up. Boeing is trying to get a vehicle to space, right? Boeing wants to fly to space. So in order to fly to space, they got to send some astronauts up there. Well, this astronaut just announced on Twitter saying, hey, Starliner, that's what it's called. You know, I'm supposed to be going up to space next year. I'm the pilot of this whole thing. I'm not.
You are.
I'm not going to go. The pilot. He's on Twitter saying this. He's like,
oh, I thought you were trying to say you were.
No. I'm not smart or talented.
You're not doing that.
No. So what ends up happening is he is on Twitter. He goes, I'm not going up to space next year. I can't. I want to be on Earth for my daughter's wedding.
Fair enough.
I was like, what? Fair enough? What do you mean fair enough? It's not fair enough.
What do you mean not?
You wouldn't. Sorry, honey. Either get married earlier or later. You know, I've been trying to go to space my entire life. You just have to pick what? Why? Because you got a deal on the hall? What is it? Just a fucking elope right now. No one's like, this guy is putting all his eggs in the basket that they stick together, that they don't break up, that they don't have, like, this fucking COVID season seems to be lasting a lot longer than wedding season. You know what I mean? What if the wedding gets canceled? They're like, oh, sorry, Dad. Then we're not allowed to get married because of COVID. He's like, motherfucker. You know what I mean? Could have been in space right now. A goal I've just worked my entire adult life to achieve.
It's kind of a bitch move now that you mention it.
Dude, fuck that. I'd be like, sorry, honey. I'll zoom you in from when I'm floating in 0 G's. By the way, that's how much money I'm giving towards the wedding.
I was going to say, he's the asshole paying for it, too.
Oh, dude, I didn't even think about that. Yeah, I didn't even
He's got astronaut money.
That's a good point.
It's big money, I've heard.
It's not even astronaut money. It's private astronaut money. So that money's got to be, boku bucks.
Yeah.
Boku bucks. I don't know. Look, I have a daughter. One day she's going to get married, and I hope I live long enough and I don't die of a coronary or something like that, or some kind of aneurysm. I get very angry very easily. But I want to be there for that, and that would be amazing, and I would absolutely enjoy it. However, if they were like, hey, by the way, in like 2 years, we want you to go to space. You have anything going on? You're going to be like, no, I have nothing going on. It's like when you're at the dentist, and they're like, should we schedule the next one 6 months from now? You have nothing going on that random fucking Tuesday 6 months from now. They know that. They're the first ones in there. So everybody else plan around me going to space. It's been in the books for years. I'm all about giving things for your, like sacrificing for your kids. That's what makes you a good parent. You're sacrificing. You're being an excellent. And a lot of people are going to be like, oh, he's a good dad. I'll be like, yeah, he is. Guess what? She's a shitty daughter. Like, come on. You live once. You
couldn't just let daddy have this one thing.
Can he have one thing? Ah, God. I'm sure he gets flack for golfing during the weekend or wanting to watch the game. You didn't take out the trash. It's like, yeah, well, I gave up on space for our daughter. I was making leaps for all of humanity, and I stopped because she wanted to get married on Labor Day. You know, like, what is this? Nonsense.
Yeah, I hate her. And her husband. I fucking hate them both.
Yeah.
I hope he gets to go.
He's to the wedding?
To the space.
Yeah. Dude, I used to DJ weddings, and I can tell you right now, father of the bride.
What about
the farthest you can get in the backseat of the wedding party? Like, just the only person who's lower on that totem pole is the father of the groom. Like, you don't fucking matter, dude. Thanks.
Not at all.
Write a check. I appreciate it. Yeah. It goes bride.
But
go ahead.
They will take an opportunity to speak like rambling bullshit sentences and stories for 20 minutes every chance they get.
Is that what's happening to you?
There's two types. Yeah, there's two types. There's the dads that like don't talk. It's like, thanks for coming, guys. And then the ones that feel like that, I don't know, they never got to be the best man, so they take this chance to speak for 20 freaking minutes.
Yeah. How many best man speeches did you get?
None.
You've never been a best man?
Well, I'm an active best man. We're supposed to do it on Halloween. It's my brother's wedding, so he's still getting married.
Oh, wow.
In a small ceremony. But now it's I'm actually performing the wedding. I'm the priest, the father, the minister.
What a strange turn of events.
Yeah. So next year when they do the whole thing, I'll be able to give a best man speech. But no, I've never done one.
So you got demoted from being hold on. You got demoted from being the best man, and then you were given a job?
Not demoted. They're just not having a wedding party. It's a small park ceremony.
Oh, I see. I see. Okay.
For COVID.
Yeah.
So next year I'll be reactivated to the the roster.
Yeah, you're like on IR right now.
Yeah.
They're gonna bring you out.
I'm still gonna wait till like the day before to write the speech, but
dude, yes. You know what? We should do an episode. I know how to write a phenomenal best man speach. Let's do an episode.
How many times have you been one?
I've been one twice. Now,
damn.
Well, I have two brothers, and I was the best man. And we both, all our brothers, chose co-best men for each other, so we were all best men.
Okay.
But how to write the best? This is it. Best man speech. All right, I got it. I cracked the code, man. I cracked it. The first one, I mean, I kind of winged it. And it went off well. The second one, I crushed it, man. I knocked it out of the park. And the best part of all is no one remembers it. And that's what you got to go with, okay? Best man speech. I'll break it down here. I'll break it down because this is going to be the first time you're a best man.
Yep.
Perfect. Perfect. I'm telling you right now, that is it. And I was inspired by someone who isn't even a man who gave a speech, and I go,
really?
That is the best man speech. That wasn't for a wedding. It wasn't a man. It wasn't even for like anybody getting married. So, and I heard them do it, and I go, I need to steal that formula and plop it over here, and it worked perfectly. So we'll talk about that here in a little bit. What do you got for news that matters?
Yeah, I was going to say, it's also too bad. It's too bad I'm not a maid of honor because I know how to give those speeches. You hold the microphone 4 feet from your mouth. You hold a piece of paper, shake the whole time. You say, for those of you that don't know me, I'm Christina. And then you go into a thing about how when you guys were young, you didn't really, you weren't really friends, but then you became friends. Then you transition into when you met the boyfriend.
Oh,
and you weren't sure about him right away either.
Right. Yep.
But then, eventually he grew on you. And meanwhile, the mic's 4 feet away.
Yep,
so nobody fucking hears it anyway.
Exactly. Yeah. Hello, for those who don't know me, my name is Kathy. I am friends with Cindy here today, and
Cindy, they're the worst.
We love you. And I remember the first time we met in grade school, and you said color pencils are garbage, and I agreed, and we became besties right then. That's exactly it. You're 100%.
We were just at a wedding. My brother and I always joke about that exact thing, and we were at this wedding together, and it was fucking exactly as we had just described. And we bust out laughing because it was one thing after the other, exactly how we make fun of it. It was perfect.
Dude, that is so amazing. That is so true on so many levels. Like I said, I used to DJ weddings. All it was just that. Each and every time. I'm like,
every time.
God, yeah.
Yep.
And the father of the bride stands up, and you're like, God damn it.
Yeah. Or you get the like super outgoing ones, and then it's just annoying on a different level.
Mm-hmm.
Like the opposite, like too much. But
like choreographed weddings, like don't do that.
Oh my God. Like writing a rap over Ice Ice Baby. Stop it. Stop with it. Or the Fresh Prince theme. I hate everything.
You've been to so many weddings. It's amazing.
I DJ weddings too. I DJ'd them a bunch.
You get it.
Yeah. Our band plays at weddings. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, dude. What do you got for news that matters?
News that matters. This one was incredible because there's a dog. You remember you had that woman that went missing for like 2 years? They found her floating in the ocean.
Yeah,
this
alive.
Dog.
She was alive, by the way.
Alive,
Thank you very much. Yeah.
Missing
for 2 years.
They just found her body.
She was alive, floating a mile out in the ocean. Like she was living there for a couple of years. Yeah.
Well, this dog, after 3 years of not just run, he didn't run away. The dog was stolen, which, what the fuck? Who steals not just one dog? A family had 3 dogs. Somebody broke into their home, stole all 3 dogs, and then a bunch of their shit, too. And this dog was found 3 years later, 300 miles away, wandering the street. They picked this dog up. It had a microchip, found its owners, and they were reunited after 3 years.
No way.
Yeah.
So is the dog just living on its own? Like in the streets?
They didn't know. He didn't say.
Whoa. What are the chances of that, dude? That's not the same animal. I can tell you that much.
It's microchipped. It's absolutely the same.
No. I know. Physically, it's the same animal. Mentally, that animal, not the same.
Like he was at war.
Oh, dude, that fucking animal has seen some shit, dude. Yeah.
He's just not Kyle anymore.
No, it's like that animal. Yeah. I don't know. Glitter just stands in front of the window all day now and looks outside.
He's rubbing a knife against his teeth while he masturbates.
Kyle, he sleeps with a gun underneath his doggy pillow. I don't know. He's worrying me. Yeah, dude, that dog has had to survive, bro. There's no way that dog came back the same way.
No, but who steals a dog? Or 3 dogs.
I feel like you just
that?
described the plot line of Homeward Bound. Like, isn't this exactly what happened? Wasn't it 3 dogs or something?
There's 2 dogs and a cat. Were they kidnapped or they just run away?
Why would they run away?
I don't know. I feel like you're confusing like 101 Dalmatians with Homeward Bound. Because they were definitely kidnapped.
All right, so Cruella de Vil was the one who took... Dude, some people steal dogs because they want to sell them, and that's not right. You know what I mean? Like, I don't...
It's shitty.
If it's like a thoroughbred, why do I keep going on with thoroughbreds? Purebred. Then I guess it's worth some money, but...
It didn't look like... It kind of looked like a mutt.
Really?
They give those away. Yeah.
I always like mutts. I think mutts...
Yeah, they're cute.
Well, I just think genetically they're far superior than purebreds. You know what I mean?
Really?
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be the opposite? Don't people think that?
I don't know what people think, but people are dumb. But here's the reason why I think that they're better is because you have like bulldogs. I love English bulldogs. I think I want to get one and then teach you how to skateboard and then just go skateboarding with my dog. I think that'd be awesome. But they have like hip dysplasia, like because they're like built like a box and they're not meant.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So if you get like a mutt, then their genes are superior because you kind of you displace the dysplasia kind of a thing. You know what I mean? So
that's interesting.
I say just let all dogs mate. Like one giant dog.
Humans too.
Humans. Crossbreed humans, man.
Dude, eventually generations from now it's going to be all the same. Everyone's going to look the exact same.
Yes, we're all going to be a nice gray color. We're all going to be a nice monotone color. It'd be awesome. You can't be racist if we're all just a hodgepodge of just shit. You know what I mean? Like everyone should be like these multi-ethnicities, multicultural humans. And then you just edged out racism, unless racism gets super, super microscopic, where they're like, ew, God, you're a 13th Cherokee? Ugh. My family only let me date people that are 12th, you know, like,
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, what? I can't wait for that time. Just everyone needs to cross-pollinate. Just start boning everybody.
Or they just paint you like when you're a baby. Don't you think eventually that'll happen? We just start like dyeing everyone's skin so we look the same?
Oh.
That's a really good idea.
I never thought about that. No, it's not a really good idea. You want to give babies blackface is what you're saying.
Yeah, they paint everybody's face black.
Paint washes off, Pike. Paint washes off. You're saying permanently dye their skin.
Yes, like Michael Jackson.
Oh, okay. Wait a minute. So you want to make everybody white? All right. That's fine. Were you trying to kidnap the governor of Michigan earlier? Is there a knock on your front door, Pike?
Me and 12 of my friends.
Yeah, they found you because Come So Hard was playing on the stereo as you pulled into the parking lot.
There's only one guy that would be listening to that.
No, dude, you just described like some Blade Runner shit. You know what I mean? That's something I don't want that to happen. That sounds like a dystopian nightmare. I don't want you like your baby, it's a boy, but we're bleaching it. You know, and they just like dip it into a vat.
Yeah. Like Blue Man Group looking people.
Yeah, everyone's blue. It'd be hilarious. All right, here we go. News story number 3. News that matters. This is an interesting one because have you ever been to the Grand Canyon?
No.
Okay, so the Grand Canyon, I've been there once. It's cool. I mean, how can I take anything away from the Grand Canyon? Is it spectacular? Yeah. I feel like pictures, you kind of know what it looks like. You know what I mean? It's like a long ass fucking drive. And you pull up there and you're like,
don't you live right by it?
Oh, man. Yeah,
How far are you from the Grand Canyon?
I think it's like 2.5 hours away, but that's like technically not the Grand Canyon. So I did a 5-hour drive to Arizona and went to like I think it's the North Rim or something I don't know what they call it. South Rim. And so it took fucking forever. It's like you turn off the highway and then you're like, make a left. And then you just go straight for 4 hours. And you're like, God damn, are we there yet? And you're just climbing and climbing and climbing. It's pretty amazing. And then you get there and you're like, cool. You know, and that's it. And we turned around. So I felt like maybe it would be awesome if I could camp there or hike down to the bottom. And I'm sure I did it wrong in this whole thing.
Do you get to, how close to the edge can you get?
Well, that's why I'm bringing this up, because the Grand Canyon, we got there and we actually had to turn around. The reason why we didn't stay is it started hailing, like hailing, golf ball size hail. My dent in my car. It was like 100 degrees in Vegas. By the time we get to the Grand Canyon, it's fucking snowing and hailing outside. I was like, whoa, this is weird. But the bars, it had some railings, but it didn't have, like, I wouldn't take kids there. You know what I mean? Like, it was not safe.
Really?
Yeah, not at all. Like, it had one bar on top and then one bar in the middle, and that was it. And then as a
how
fence,
close is that to the ledge?
Right there.
Like on the, oh my God.
Right there.
I would pass out, I think.
Yeah, dude. Like vertigo inducing. People are like going out on the ledge, and you're like, Jesus Christ. I got pictures. And some parts don't even have a railing. It's not like they put a railing around the entire Grand Canyon.
Right.
You know, this is just like when you pull into the park. And I was like, Jesus, this is crazy. And that's why a guy died by falling off a cliff in Arizona. Yeah, he fell 100 feet down. Then he fell 100 feet from that as his body continued to slid farther and farther away from the landing point. Yeah, so he was dead on impact, right? But when the authorities went and retrieved the body, they found another goddamn body, Pike. Somebody else died. They didn't even know. They're like, what? Guys, there's two. Yeah. So they're trying to identify who the other person was.
Gross.
Obviously, you gotta put in a railing at this location if everyone keeps falling. Like, I would be suing the park. Huh?
It's two people, but yeah, I get it. There's too many.
Dude, once is a fluke, twice is a pattern. Okay? This is now known as Dead Man's Photoshop because everyone keeps trying to take selfies at this place and keeps falling.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah, this guy was taking pictures and he died.
You can't just rail the whole country, though. You got to start. You got to start with your own city.
What are we at? No. 33 minutes. 33 minutes.
Dude, I have nightmares of being like on a ledge. Like all of a sudden, I'm on top of a building, and there's no ledge at all. And like, oh, it's the worst fucking nightmare.
So you're scared of heights, is what this is.
I think so. Yeah,
that's fair.
But that's why I live here, because there are no heights. You're always just perfectly flat on the ground.
On the ground.
Yeah.
Yeah. I lived in Fargo for 4 years, and I don't think I went up a stair. Like, there's no stairs.
You might trip over an anthill. That's about it.
That's it. It's the flattest place on earth. They say you can watch your dog run away for 3 days in Fargo, North Dakota. Flattest place I've ever been in my life. I remember driving there going, what the fuck? Like,
yeah, man,
this is unreal flat and empty and destitute. It was in the wintertime. And like in the wintertime, I could see a telephone pole like 6 miles away. It's just, the curvature of the earth does not exist in Fargo.
It was the bottom of a lake, apparently, at one point.
Yeah.
Like dinosaur era.
Yeah.
Hey, did you see this? Here's my news that matters. Story number 2.
Yeah.
Are you on TikTok?
No.
Okay, you know what it is anyway?
Yeah.
So this guy went viral, okay, because he was riding a skateboard. You might have heard about this. He was riding a skateboard while drinking cranberry juice from Ocean Spray.
Yeah, dude.
Okay.
Dog face 420 or whatever. I know, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Dude. Well, how'd you know about that then?
Because it got so viral, it got off TikTok and then spread to the other social medias. I've seen his other shit too. He's always drinking and riding on a skateboard and lip syncing some shit. Like I've seen his other stuff. That became a
challenge, right? So everybody started doing it while playing the Fleetwood Mac song "Dreams."
Oh.
And so this dude, and this was yesterday. This dude was gifted from Ocean Spray, the company, not just a bunch of Ocean Spray, but a brand new truck. And I'm the type of guy that gets super, super mad and jealous of people making money or, getting famous for nothing. And this is the epitome of doing the dumbest shit ever. And for whatever reason, he's now famous and rich.
Okay, all right.
At least has a new truck.
Totally disagree with you, dude. Okay, first of all, this guy didn't ask for this shit. He was just vibing on a skateboard, drinking his Ocean Spray, because as he said, quote, that's my drink. All right, so fuck this guy, or I should say, fuck anyone who's hating this guy. I love this guy. Because, first of all, he doesn't have any kidney stones, okay? He's already clearing it out with cranberry juice. Gotta love that.
Cool.
Number two, he didn't ask for this kind of fame. He was just doing his thing, and everyone loves his vibe, okay? Number three, his truck broke down. That's why he was on the skateboard. That's why he was skateboarding in the first place. So now he's got a new truck. Number four, they crowdsourced or crowdfunded or whatever, 10 grand to buy this guy a new truck, and Ocean Spray just gave it. So now this guy's got 10 grand sitting in the bank. It's a goddamn pandemic. It's a good, heartfelt story, and I can't wait until, we find out next week that this guy murdered 6 people in the past, and, they'll dig into this guy's life and then ruin it and everything, and that will be a shame, because this guy didn't ask for any of this nonsense. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I like that you knew 100 times more about my story than I did. Thanks for that. No, I never said I don't like this guy. Like, he's cool.
No, you're hating on him. Yeah, you're jealous
on him. I said I was jealous.
Don't be jealous. Don't be jealous.
I just don't get it. It's just
What kind of car do you drive, Pike? What kind of car do you drive?
A Nissan Altima.
Okay. Does it run?
Yes.
Then you're doing fucking better than this guy. All right. He was jealous of you last week. He's like, God damn it, I just want a car that runs. His car broke down on the road, and he had a skateboard to work, okay?
Okay, shit, sorry.
Your life is way better than his.
It is not. He's got a brand new truck. You know how much those cost? If you can buy a brand new truck, Jesus.
I disagree, man. Do you have a head tattoo?
No.
Then your life is better than his, okay? He's obviously not a man.
Does he have a head tattoo?
Yeah. Oh. Did you look at this at all?
Real skim job. Yeah. So did you look at this at all? No, not really.
It's called The News That Matters, and you didn't even read the article?
I had the premise.
What does this show to you? They're showing to you is like, oh, fuck, I got to give a book report every goddamn day. 2 of them. He wants me to read, guys. All right, from the top, Come Too Hard. One more time. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Jesus Christ, Pike.
All right, sorry. I'll do better next time.
It's fine. I only read a story maybe a couple days ago when it started going viral on this. The article was maybe 6 sentences long. I just recited all of them.
I know. And the thing is, it's like, if I would have at least watched the video, I would have.
You didn't even watch
I couldn't even do that. It's a 10-second video? In fact, I don't even know what Dreams sounds like.
You don't even know Dreams by Fleetwood Mac?
I'm sure I've heard it, right?
Oh, yeah, dude. You definitely have heard it before.
Well, then sing it.
I'm not going to sing it. I'm not.
Come on.
I'm not.
Just hum it.
I can't hum it. I can't.
Give me a hum job. Come on.
Okay. This is getting creepy and weird. Look at this. We get to talk about death, Pike. How much time do we got? All right. We're pushing 40 minutes now. So let's make this quick, because God knows it's not going to live up to the hype. Pike, real quick.
Okay.
What do you think it's like to be dead? Not what happens when you die. What do you think it's like to be dead? I guess it's kind of the same thing.
Yeah. If I had to bet, I don't know, right? So I'm just guessing most likely it's nothing. You're not aware. It's just nothing. It's like it was before you were born. Nothing. That's what I would bet.
So it's blank vast of emptiness, not even existing, and then...
Yeah, there's no exist. Yes.
Yeah, and then after you're dead...
Right? I mean, that's most likely.
Nothing. It's just lights out. You don't exist anymore.
Yeah, I hope so, because imagine if you did exist in your own head, as you do now, but you have no body. You're just in your own thoughts.
Jesus.
How old would that get?
Well, for you, it would get very old very quick. By the way, real quick side note. One time, Pike and I were sharing a hotel room. Not as sexy as you are probably thinking it was right now, but Pike was like this. Pike goes, I'm in bed, getting ready to go to bed. Pike is in bed, getting ready to go to bed. And then Pike goes, it's dead quiet. I think the lights are off. We have separate beds, okay? Before you start thinking that we're about to have sex. I'm in my bed. He's in his bed.
Yeah, we each had a prostitute with us in separate beds.
No, so Pike, the lights are off. Pike, it's dark. I'm trying to go to sleep. Pike goes, yeah, so how about we turn on the radio so I don't have to hear my own thoughts? I was like, what?
You were so offended.
No, I wasn't offended. I was blown away. I was like, wait, what? What? He's like, yeah. Like I listen to things when I go to bed at night. I always have like a TV on or music or radio or something. I need some kind of sound in order to sleep. And I was like, what are you, a fucking psycho? Go to sleep. He's like, you don't need that? I go, no, I need silence to sleep. I need quiet so I can fall asleep. Can't have someone just talking in my ear the whole time.
Dude, I would lay awake the whole night.
Yeah, and then
there was nothing.
Pike goes, wait a minute, so you don't sit there and just replay every mistake you've ever made in your head all night long? Like, no, I don't. No, I try to relax and not think of anything, and then I drift off into unconsciousness. And what happened? You have AirPods. And so
AirPods.
You threw them in your ears, and you just you fell asleep to something.
Thanks for the accommodations.
Yeah, you fucking listen to whatever you need to listen. That's why we have headphones. Do you listen to that with your wife?
Like, yeah, we got a fan on. First of all, it's like a jumbo industrial strength fan. So that's so loud already.
Yeah.
We got the TV on, and then eventually we shut the TV off. So she's usually asleep by then. Then I transition into listening to the radio. And this goes on for hours most nights. Yeah, man. You should be happy.
Hold
Sit
on
here
a minute.
acting like I'm crazy.
So wait,
you should be lucky to go, well, I guess I'll go to bed now. And then you do. That's a very fortunate thing.
Wait a minute. So you listen to the radio all night long?
Yeah, usually.
Is it on or you have headphones in?
It's on. She's very nice. She doesn't mind because it's loud, you know? Like she's listening to it too. It's a weird thing.
You have the nicest wife of all time. I would murder you. How are you married?
More accommodating than you, I know that.
Yeah, fuck you. I'm not listening.
You and your
what am I having a rave or something? Yeah. Put your goddamn I'm going to tell your wife, "Hey, you know what you should do? Pike should sleep with headphones in every night. So maybe for the first time since you've been married, you can hit REM cycle." God, your poor wife. Poor wife.
I know.
How are you? What was that first conversation like? Like, hey, I know you're going to be spending the night over here. Or maybe you were spending it over her place or something. And you're like, just to let you know, I'm a psycho and I can't turn off my brain. It's like trying to sleep next to the Hulk. It's like you guys got to get a sound machine or something.
The fan is the sound machine.
Fans work.
I cannot be thinking. I have to like listen to the radio, digest what they're saying, and then eventually just tucker myself out.
Dude.
Are we talking about death
crazy.
or what? What do you think happens?
I feel like you're going to die because you haven't had a good night's sleep in your entire life.
Probably. Thanks for reminding me. Now I won't be sleeping again. I'll be thinking about that.
Yeah, no, I completely agree with you about death. I think that's what happens. I think life is a brief flash of light surrounded by two eternal darknesses. And I think that's the most depressing thing I've ever said. But it is, I think that's what it is.
I'm with you. Like that, odds are right. I'm hoping. I mean, boy, would it be great if it was, a party up in the clouds, like,
Yeah. And
like
the older
some would say.
The older you get, do you think that that's more believable? Is that more horseshit? Where are you at on that whole thing?
I get it less and less believable. I believe it less and less, but I hope. Like, I'm jealous. I wish I was convinced. Like, I'm not gonna. And that's what I'll never pretend that I believe that. I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna go to a church and say I do, because I just don't. If I don't, you don't. Like, I wish I was convinced that when I die, it's gonna be the greatest thing ever, because that would make me a lot more excited about dying.
Yeah,
I'll tell you that.
You'd be a lot happier of a person.
Yeah, but here we go. Like, this is it. Finally. See you assholes later.
Yeah, you're like, see you. Yeah, guess what, ocean spray guy? I'm going to the clouds.
You got a new truck, but I'm dead.
Yeah, fuck you. Guess who's living it up? Literally. So I completely agree with you. It's crazy. I'm right in the same spot. I was raised Catholic. Were you raised Catholic, or what were you raised?
Lutheran.
Okay. So Christian. I don't know what Lutherans believe in. What do they believe in?
I think they think that Mary wasn't actually a virgin. She just slept around. And that's how she got pregnant. Like,
that's it? Mary?
Yeah, I think that's the difference.
You naughty girl.
Dude, people are going to get mad hearing that. That is not.
That's not what Lutherans believe? What do Lutherans believe? Maybe I should be Lutheran.
I think it's the same. You guys just have longer weddings. And you guys you guys are always doing the kneeling stuff.
Yes,
and
exactly.
Then, of course, the other stuff, too.
The genuflect. Yeah, that's the whole thing, man. When you get married and it's a Catholic mass, you're like, fuck. It's a whole thing, isn't it? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it is. But
dude, we got it down in Lutheranism. It's like in and out, 10 minutes maybe.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah.
8. In and out.
Okay. 10 minutes.
Maybe. Yeah, dude. That's I don't know. I gotta look up what Lutherans believe. Can you have women priests?
Yeah. We had. I think I've only ever had a woman priest.
See, that's crazy to me. I mean, I agree with it. No, I mean, I'm not saying it's crazy like that. Oh, that shouldn't happen. I think, yeah, dude. I don't understand why women can't be priests in Catholicism. I just think.
Are you guys still allowing gay people to come to the church?
That's how you become a priest, Pike.
Prerequisite. That's right.
Yeah. When you're too afraid to admit to your family that you're gay and you're Catholic, that's when you go into the priesthood. I don't. Yeah, no, I don't know. Personally, there's a lot of things wrong with the Catholic Church that I have a problem with. And the older I get, the more I'm like, it's kind of horse shit, So I think women should be priests, and I think gays should be involved in the church, and that makes me a horrible Catholic, apparently. So I don't know. I don't know where the whole stance is on the church, on church and everything like that. But I agree with you, man. I really hope that there's obviously something awesome after you die. I was probably
another. I could go for another one of these.
Yeah.
Like, just like another life,
Yeah, I like how you order of life, like you're just ordering another. Like, yeah, would you guys like another cup of coffee? It's like a diner. You're like, yeah, please, another one of these. Thanks, that'd be great. Pretty good go around the first time. I mean, I have trouble sleeping at night, but that's okay. I like life. Still like life a lot.
Go a little bigger on the old cock this time, would you?
Yeah, can you dial up the penis and dial back the insomnia? That'd be great.
That's it, though. That's
really all I got. That's the two gripes I've got. Big dip, big dick, deep sleep. That's all. Be great. I bring it up because this article I was reading, this guy died twice. The first time he died in a car accident. It was a motorcycle accident, actually. where he described it as he didn't know he was dying. Like, he doesn't remember dying. He doesn't remember the accident. He doesn't remember anything. It was just lights out. And when he came back, he came to, he's like, oh shit, I died. Really? I died? Whoa, that's fucking crazy. I didn't even know I was dead. I didn't even know. The second time he died was from an overdose. He got addicted to painkillers, which I assume was from the first motorcycle accident. And so he OD'd. He OD'd on him. And that, he said, I knew I was dying. That was a terrifying death. Like, as he started fading, he knew he was dying. And they brought him back to life, obviously, because he's talking about it in the article. And he says that he knew he was dying. He knew he was dead for a while. Apparently, he died for like 7 minutes. He was dead. And they resuscitated him, which is incredible. But they must have been doing CPR the whole time, right? To keep oxygen and whatever. So
or gave him that, was it Narcan?
Narcan, yeah, probably something. They probably had to keep, or else you'd be brain dead if you went without oxygen. If your blood didn't oxygenate for 7 minutes, I imagine you'd be all kinds of messed up. So, but that time he's like, oh no, I felt like I was dead. Like, I didn't know I was dead. I felt like I was dying, like the lights were going out. And I knew I had been gone for a while. And I knew I had died. So, like, kind of crazy. Like, he said it's almost as if, you know, when you take a nap and you nap longer than you anticipated, and you're like, oh man, I took too long of a nap when you wake up.
Yeah.
He described it like that. Like, oh no, I was dead for a while this time. Like, oh no.
Shit. I was planning on dying way quicker than that.
Yeah, that was not good. You know what I mean? So, but he doesn't remember. He remembers, he says, I remember experiencing something, and that something was nothing, but I still experienced it, if that makes sense. It's like, whoa, It's kind of trippy.
Not what I'm liking to hear, but
yeah. Well, just don't OD on something, and then
yeah.
I mean, let's dial. I don't know. I was gonna say let's dial back on the death talk, but I'm kind of curious what's the best way to die. But we could do that. Let's do the 5 worst ways to die for a Worst Wednesday.
Good idea. That first one of his 2 deaths, that was the ticket for me. Having no idea.
Yeah.
Yeah. My worst nightmare is having to like mentally prepare myself for it. You know? Like being in hospice, or God forbid you get like cancer or something like that.
Yeah.
I just can't.
Or dude, you're like the
imagine.
Japanese guy that like sticks the sword in your stomach. Could you imagine that? You know what I mean? Like what is that? The Harry Carey thing? Like, you know what I mean?
What? No.
You don't know what I'm talking about? Like Japanese samurais. It was like their way of, it's called Sampuku. I think it's called Sampuku, where they take the sword and they stick it in their gut and they slice all their vital organs to commit suicide. It was the honorable way of death.
Oh my God.
You don't know that?
No.
Yeah, dude. It's like the honorable way.
Horrifying.
Well, you die as a warrior then. You know what I mean?
Okay.
It's like you're a samurai. You don't want to. You either get killed in action, or if you get captured, they're like, dude, let me die honorably. And they give you the sword back, and they carried like a tiny little sword, like a little dagger thing, specifically for that. So like, then your honor is carried through your family.
So what? How did we get there? You're thinking about doing that?
I don't know how we got here. What does this show become? It started with Coming Too Hard, and then it ends with Sampuku. We gotta wrap this up, dude.
Okay.
Right. I love it. Pike is keeping me on track. I can go, dude. I just go, and I appreciate it. How did we get here is right. That's it for the show. Thank you so much for listening. We're pushing an hour anyway. Thank you so much for being here. If you could subscribe, man, hit subscribe. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers on youtube.com/SparksRadio. 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 So if you could type that in, hit subscribe. I put a link to that in the show notes. And of course, if you're on YouTube, just click subscribe, dude. Click the like, drop a comment. Remember, if you hear something that would be hilarious out of context, I wrote a bunch down. We're going to be doing rounds of I Heard That here on the show. So I really appreciate it. Drop a comment. Tell a friend. That's really, really cool. And I think that's it. I got the stickers. I always plug the stickers. I'll plug them tomorrow. Anything you want to say, Pike? You want to end the show?
I would just say I would agree with all of that. Everything you just said. You nailed it.
About like subscribing and stuff?
Yeah. If you're not watching the video and you're only listening, picture me just kind of like nodding along. Like, yep, do that. Definitely do that. Yes, we would appreciate it. Yep.
Yeah. The goal would be to not ever get real jobs. Like that would be the real goal here. So if you could subscribe, we're marching ever closer to that. So appreciate it. Thanks for hanging out, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.